right, so as you find yourself here, my name is Bianca. I'll be guiding you through class. Let's get started laying down on the mat, feet together, knees out wide. And then once you arrive there, one hand on heart, one hand on your navel. Good. And then as you start to lay down, take your time, Leslie, no rush. Feet together, knees out wide, one hand to heart, one hand to navel. Good. And then as you're laying down, start to shrug the shoulders further down into your back. Open up through the collarbone, the sternum, and really relax the shoulders so the entire shoulder head rests on your mat. So really flat spine here. You can find that natural curve in the low back, but let yourself breathe. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it all go. Letting people in. Take a deep breath in, inhale. And exhale, release. Think of lengthening the spine, so stretching the head further away from the hips, and then stretching the hips further away from the head. So you're laying down here, feet together, knees apart. And let your hips open up. Notice if there's any tension in the hips. If there's any resistance to having the knees open here, just breathe. If it doesn't feel good in your back, place your feet on the floor and have your knees pointing upward. Good. And then as you get even deeper into your breath, think of unfurrowing your eyebrows. Think of unclenching your jaw as if my fingers were on the outside of your jaw, just kind of massaging the outer sides near your ears, just letting any tension relax. You can even put your hands there if you want. Good. And then have your face fully relaxed. One hand to heart, one hand to navel. We'll start with a little more guided breath. So exhale out all your air. Inhale here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here for 6, 5, 4, if it's hard to get into it, just stay with it, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Take in more air there. Pause here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and then exhale here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty out fully. Good, on an inhale, 7, 6, 5, keep breathing, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold at the top, take in more air, feel the pressure in the lungs, hold here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, controlled breath, 3, 2, 1, empty out. Inhale here for 8, 7, biggest one, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Take in more air, breathe, make your lungs expand. Here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, stay with it, 2, 1, and then exhale here for 8, 7, 6, control the breath, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Easy inhale in. Easy exhale out. And then from here, with your hand, one hand on heart, one hand on navel, just stretch the arms out to a T. Good. And then high five your hands to the right. So big twist over to the right. The hands might not touch. Then to make the hands touch, lift your left knee up. If you need a visual, look up here. And inhale, open up into your butterfly legs again, arms out to a T. And then take your right hand all the way to the left side of your mat, touching your hands together. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, open up, knees, chest. Just feel how open this is. And then exhale, left hand to right hand. This is kind of a new movement. We haven't done it. Inhale, open up. And then exhale, right hand to your left hand. Good. Inhale back, open. Bring the knees to the chest. Have your knees pointed to the underarms and then start to find some circles with your knees. Bring your knees in opposite directions, please. So one knee is going to go counterclockwise, one knee clockwise. Nice, Brad. And then switch directions. Similarly, the knees are moving apart. Hopefully this feels really nice in your hips. Just starting to kind of open up here, especially if you've been seated all day. All right, from here, stretch the legs up to the sky and point the arms up to the sky as well. So everything's pointing up. Good. And then open up the arms to a T. Plant your hands to the ground. Very good. And then we'll do the same thing, but just the legs. So keep legs are straight. Take the legs over to the left like you're pointing your toes to about 10 o'clock. So lower core engagement. Yeah, good, Josh. That's it. And then inhale back to center. Use the floor as leverage. And then exhale to the right. Try not to clench your jaw, your neck. Use the floor as leverage. Both hands touch firmly down, especially the left hand. Commit. Good. Inhale up. And then to the left. Hold there. Find your maximal point. Press into the right hand here, please. Inhale back up. Last one to the right. You can do it. Keep breathing. Very nice. Inhale back up. Exhale, happy baby. Bend your knees and just let your lower back melt into the mat. Sway side to side if that feels good. And then before we go onto our knees, straighten the legs out to the sides and find a straddle stretch. Flex your feet for this first one. And it doesn't have to be so wide. Just let yourself feel playful here on your back. Very good. And then hold on to your shin area as you point and flex your feet. Again, point and flex. See if that will increase the stretch for you as you flex. Yeah, good. You should be feeling this in the inner thighs. And then start to roll the ankles. Take a circle one way and then roll the ankles the other way. Good. And then bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Wrap your shins into the arms. Good. And then from here, tabletop the legs in front of you. Lift your shoulders and then just hold. So hold like a lifted crunch. Just starting off with some core work. Straighten the legs. And then from here, see if you can lift yourself up to your boat pose. So use the strength of your back to lift yourself up for boat. Yeah, good, Melissa. Open up the chest more, Melissa. Yeah, good. Nice, Brad. Bring your chest forward, Brad. Relax the shoulders. Nice. And then take your feet on the floor, butterfly the legs, and fold forward. Perhaps you want to take a bind, bringing both back of the hands to the sacrum. Imagine that your forehead is trying to touch the mat here, but it's not going to. Just breathe. And before we move on, inhale, lift the arms up. Tallest spine here. Think of yourself in handstand. So can you line up the biceps with the ears, hug the ribs in, knees out? Yes, this should feel like a lot of work for your core. Think of opening up through the spine behind you. Yeah, good. Breathe in and then take a seated twist to the right. Left hand to your right knee, spin the chest, resetting the body after your workday. Inhale back up, and then exhale, right hand to the left knee, turn over towards the left. Great, inhale center, and then finally tabletop. So we've arrived on our hands. Once you're in your tabletop, inhale, lift the chest, lift the tail for cow. Give your core that nice stretch. Exhale, round for cat. Keep breathing, keep moving. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. And then just explore, find some playfulness, move the hips around. Good. Once you're ready, find your tabletop. If you're still doing something, even out. Inhale the right arm up. With your right palm high-fiving the wall to the right, start to spin your right arm back and forward, creating giant windmill motions with your right arm. And create some space there between the right ear and the right shoulder. Good. And then use your right hand, thread the needle, hold onto the left rib cage, and turn the gaze up. So think of this as like a neck stretch. You may be, all right, listen carefully, maybe you want to bring your chin to the right shoulder, but keep the thread the needle. So it's like your right hand's going left, your chin's going right, you're twisting. That's it, good. Inhale, release, right hand up, look up, and exhale, bring it down. Other side, inhale, left arm up. Really open up through that left palm so that you can almost high five the wall, and then take a circle back with the left arm. Inhale forward and exhale back. So for this one, try not to lift your left side chest too much. Let it be felt in the main part of the shoulder. Yeah, turn the chest down more, Brad, so not too open. That will decrease the range of motion a bit more. All right, one more time backwards. And then lift the left palm up. Thread the needle, left hand captures the right side rib cage, hopefully you can reach. And then look up to the right first. So try to walk your fingertips more to the center line of your spine. It's not going to reach, but try. Look up. And then when you can, bring your left chin, or your chin to your left shoulder. Resist the ground with the right arm. So give your neck kind of this nice stretch, release for the traps, your mid-back. And unwind, left arm up, and exhale, plant the hands. Nice work. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog right away. Lift the hips up. Once you're here, pedal out your dog, bend one knee, bend the other knee. Just see what you need today. Today we're focusing a lot on self-compassion, on patience, and a little bit of self-love as well. Just noticing any areas of your life that need any of those attributes. Maybe it's in the self-talk. Keep lifting the hips here in your down dog. And then throughout class today, just observe specifically any thoughts of criticism while we're doing yoga. So whether it's self-criticism towards your pose, a body part, maybe something you did earlier this week or today, just really observing that inner self-talk. Good. All right, breathe in. On the exhale, shift forward to your plank. If you want to rest, lower the knees. From your plank, stay strong here. Open up the collarbone, keep the arms straight, and then try not to dip into the shoulders. So press the earth away. Good. Hug your glutes down. Lift your quads up. Nice, Parker. Very good, you guys. Elbows strong here. Last breath. Nice, Josh. Hang in there. All right, lower the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga with the knees down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Yogi's choice here. Let it open up. Chest, hips, look over to the right, and look over to the left. Do this a few more times until your mid back, your thoracic back feels good. And think of opening up the chest so that your shoulders aren't hunched up towards the ears. So a little bend in the elbow to make that happen. Good. Tuck the toes, plank, lift yourself up, arms straight. Don't be afraid to shift the shoulders over the wrist there. Yeah, get into that nice form. We won't be here for too long, so commit to your form here. Breathe in. And then exhale, down dog. On an inhale, walk forward to your forward fold. And then inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Now's the time to really let your chin tuck in towards your chest. Sway side to side. Flex your wrist towards the ground so you're really getting deep into the flexion. Nice, Melissa. Okay, just feel how your hamstrings are doing today. Maybe they are rather tight. Notice how your back is doing. Yeah, nice, Josh. Just let the energy flow down. Good. All right. From here, plant the hands onto the floor, fingertips rather. Inhale, halfway lift with the fingertips on the ground. So can we do that? Good. It won't be higher. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Fingertips on the ground, inhale, halfway lift. You might need to bend the knees to make that happen. Exhale, fold. 1 last. Inhale, halfway lift, hands, fingers to the ground, lift the chest halfway. Squeeze the shoulder blades back like you're trying to bring them together behind you. Good, exhale, fold. All right, strong legs, strong hips. Inhale, rise up, arms up. Exhale, back bend here. So good. Open up. Feet are apart, please. And then exhale, like eagle, but except hold both of your ribs, round into the center line and fold a little bit. Little bit forward, elbows point down. On an inhale, burst open as big as you can. Elbows out, chest out, palms open, big, big, big. Other elbow on top, exhale, round. Should be very good flexion and extension for your spine. Round a bit more forward, not just the neck. Yeah, there. Good, Brad. Get into the cervical. Inhale, open up, thoracic. Open up. Big elbows, palms, chest, ribs. Exhale in. Remember which elbows on top. Isolating your mid-back here. So let it not be coming from the hips. Let it come from the mid-back. Lift up higher, Melissa. Yep. And then inhale, open up. Biggest back bend of your day. And last one, exhale, round in. If you can, again, remember, hips are pretty neutral. Let it come from your mid-back. Yeah, lift higher, Melissa, like you're standing up. Stand up all the way, and then just fold down from the midsection. There, hopefully. Yeah, no, but then curve your back this way. All right, good. Inhale, release, lift up, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift, fingertips to the ground again. And exhale, fold. This time, palms on the floor. Listen carefully. Bend your knees if you need. Arms super straight if you can. And then from here, rise up onto the tippy toes. Arms straight, legs, heels lift. Let's go. Lift up. Hold here for 10. For 9. Bend your knees if you need. It will look like crow pose if your knees are bent. 5, 4, 3. Do that same rounding. 2. Good, Melissa. And 1. Release the heels. Stand up. Exhale, back bend. Fold forward right away. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Knees straight or bent, your choice. Lift up. Okay, now imagine that you're trying to lift the hips above the shoulders. It's not going to, but just imagine. Not yet, at least. Shift more forward. You can look in towards your belly button or down in between the thumbs. Press, breathe. Good, Josh. Very good. And lower the heels. Inhale, stand up all the way. Exhale, back bend. Good. This time when you round and curl to the littlest ball that you can. So all the way down to the mat and round. Hold on to the shoulders, maybe the ribs if they can reach. That one's a little harder. Maybe the shoulders feel better. And then tuck your chin into your chest. Heels are lifted. Try to balance here. Okay, your release is crow pose. Plant the hands, lift the heels, lift your knees, and then try to touch your knees to the triceps or outside. Yes, good, Melissa, so strong. Look forward, shift, and then lift. Here for 10, 9, 8, keep trying, 7, 6, 5, 4, if you fall out, come back, 3, press, lift your heels higher, 2, and 1, frog, and then boat. Lift the knees, legs, and straighten. So we're all still together here, doing great. Very good. One more breath. And release your feet, knees out wide, hands to your knees please, and lift your chest for a seated cow pose. Like you're trying to drag the knees back, you're trying to bring the rib cage forward, look up, and round. Inhale up, exhale round. We got one more. Inhale, pull on the knees, shins, exhale round. All right, from here, lift your knees, shins to boat. Your choice if you want the legs straight. Leg straight will be harder, but just listen to your body. Open the arms, and then take your legs to the left, just a little bit. Your right seat will lift a tiny bit from the floor. You got it, Parker, a little more. Inhale up, knees together, maybe hold on to your feet for some support. And then other side, either knees bent, legs straight, and arms out to a T. We did this laying down. Stay lifted. Lots of back work, lots of oblique work here, you got it. Inhale, center, hold on to your feet, and then plant your feet down, feet together, knees out, and fold. Maybe hands to the knees can get you deeper into that stretch. And then Brad, move your heels away from your seat a bit more so you can fold a little deeper. Yeah, there we go, good. All right, getting into a deeper side bend, or rather twist. Inhale, arms up. Wrap your right hand to the left front pocket and then find your bind. Left hand to the right knee. It's a little deeper than the first. The lower the right knee is, the deeper the stretch. Inhale, up to center. And then bind your left hand around your right hip. Hold on to your left knee with your right hand. Very good, you guys. And unwind. Interlace the hands, bring your forearms to the ground. And right away, bring yourself up to your dolphin pose. All right, so we did down dog. Think of this as a down dog elevated. Just a bit more work for your shoulders. We're gonna hold here and just explore the breath. If you have it in you, walk the feet a little closer to your elbows, but that's not required. And then just feel the shoulders opening here from the underarms. Open up the chest, and then try to smooth out the breath. Nice, Brad. Good. Keep it up. Nice, Melissa. Lift the sitting bones. Very good, Josh. Last breath. Lower the knees. Inhale, stand up straight. Exhale, camel pose. Sorry, on the knees. I always say stand up, but we're on the knees. Good, you guys know. All right, hands to the back pockets. Open up the chest. And we do a little bit more core work here. Breathe in. Exhale, round in that little ball-like shape, but this time your hands to the ribs. So this is like a crunch. Can you guys feel that? It should feel like a forward crunch, but not as intense. Very good. Inhale, open up the arms. Exhale to camel pose. This is all going somewhere. Breathe. Engage the glutes. Press the hips forward. Good. Inhale, rise up with the arms. And then exhale, maybe other elbow on top and round. So your kind of work here is to breathe into the core, really feel as if you're crunching off the floor. Less neck, more core. Nice, Leslie. Yeah, you guys, very good. All right, inhale, lift up. And exhale, final camel. Hands to the back pockets. Really open up the chest here. Don't be afraid. Let it go. Nice. Take the hands to your hips. Inhale, rise up. This time you're going to lift your right knee in front of you. Plus, press your foot down to the mat. And we're going to practice lifting your right foot in this pose. Let's go. Take a deep breath in, look forward. Lift your right foot and balance on your left knee. And make sure if this doesn't feel good on your knee, just stand up and do this standing up, okay? Plant your foot, and it could just very well be like 1 inch or 1 second of a balance. Yeah. So what we're doing is we're just training your mind to float. Keep going. Yeah, I saw that, Brad. Yes. All right, 2 more. This is kind of like a mind body thing. Okay, last one. Make this a good one. Squeeze your left glute and then lift. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome work, you guys. All right, lower the left knee further back and then give yourself a half splits stretch. Feel free to lift the chest and fold. Hopefully that felt like a good little teaser thing for our brains today. And then from here, place your right or your left hand onto the right foot and pull back just a tiny bit more. So giving yourself an assist here. If you want, right hand can be flat on the floor and then pull up onto the toes, the ball. Yeah, Melissa, good. Or if you have a block, place a block under your foot with the skinny side up and then pull on the block. All right, last breath. If you're grabbing the block, take your time. Yeah, nice, Melissa. All right, and then bend your right knee, place your right toes to the side of your mat. Take your right hand to the knee and get low. Spin the chest to the right. Let your hips kind of melt here into the mat. Unwind your neck, look towards the right, and then just relax the right shoulder. Nice. Stay in this angle with the torso. Stretch the right leg to the side as far right as you can. Getting into like deeper in the hamstring area. Brad, right heel to the right, like 3 more inches. Yeah, there we go. Good. Yes. Yep. Nice, Melissa. Take your time. All right. If you have blocks, place your hands on them. Otherwise, hands on the floor. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, lift your right heel off the floor and let it down. Yes. Yes, Brad. Good. Let's do it again. Lift and lower. Think of how much core engagement. Lift and lower. You might need your hips will scoot back a tiny bit. Yeah, I see you, Parker. Keep going. Last 3. Yeah, it's a lot of oblique work. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Nice. All right, let it go. Walk the right foot in. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, back bend here. Let this feel good. Maybe interlace the hands behind you. Final thing here is twist. Hands together, left elbow to the right thigh, and turn. No need to lift the back knee unless you really want to. Just focus on the twist. Yeah, good. All right, hands down, knees down. Inhale, lift the chest, rise up on the hands, even it out, exhale, camel pose. Exhale before we go, a rabbit or a headstand, up to you. So before we do the other side, rabbit pose like this, arms to the sides, or headstand, your choice, and then breathe. And then as you're doing whatever pose you're doing, see if there's any of that criticism again, of that self-talk that we talked about in the beginning. So is there any sense of that going on today? If it is, just observe and then just let that thought pass. All right, wherever you are, slowly come down. Rise up to the knees. This time, step your left foot forward. Yeah, and then feel it out. Notice the difference between, or the distance between both of your thighs. It should be like hips width apart, depending on how we're built here. And then again, if you need to do this standing up, you can, but if your right knee needs padding, a pillow, blanket. All right, take the hands to your hips, deep breath in. Same thing on this side, squeeze the right hamstring, right glute, lift the left heel, and lower. It could be very sloppy and uncoordinated, or it could be easy for you, depending on where you're at today. And it's more of like a balance thing for the glute, the hip. It's a little bit of lower core as well. So just play with it, lift, even if it's just a tiny bit lifted. Do this a few more times, just engaging your focus muscles. 2 more. All right, this last one we'll do it together. Hold here for 3, 2, arms out can help, 1, and release. Good. All right, scoot your right knee back and find your half splits. A few breaths here. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Find the leverage by using the floor. So dig your left heel into the floor, maybe your fingertips. Again, work your left leg more straight over time. And then now's the time, if you have the block, place it underneath your left foot. Otherwise, right hand hold on to the base of your sole of your foot, like the ball line area, and pull back. While you pull back, resist and strengthen the quad. Give yourself an assist here, like your toes are up on the wall and you're really trying to stretch. Open up the chest. Look a bit more forward, but tuck the chin in so it's coming from the mid back and the spine. Good. Alrighty. And then plant your foot down to the left side. Bend your left knee and allow your hips to sink down. Now your left hand can go on your left thigh. Enjoy this for a moment. Stretching out the groin, the right side hip flexor, your inner thighs, wherever you are feeling this, and then let yourself twist a bit more. As you twist to the left, pull your left shoulder down your back so you're creating more space. All right, from there, straighten the left leg to the left side of your mat, far away from your right knee. Make sure your left knee is a tiny bit bent so you're not hyperstretching any nerves. You're just using the muscles and the floor to guide you. All right, now right hip over the right knee and then just stretch. For this one to kind of work, I say chest forward while your leg is to the left. You can also stretch towards the leg, but that will get a different side. That's more like a right side stretch. Yeah, good. Yeah, feel it out. A bit more strength in the quad, Parker. Yes, very nice. All right, from here, hands to blocks underneath your shoulders or floor. We'll get ready. Deep breath in. On the exhale, lift the heel and lower. Yes, inhale, lift and lower. If you're at the point where you can hold it, try it, hold. I'm gonna lift and lower. Inhale, lift and lower. Notice how that gets super deep into the left side core. Keep going, last 3. And lower, last 2. And lower. Try to point the toes up, this last one. And bring it down, good, very good. Bring it back to center, please. Inhale, arms up. Even out the hips, exhale, back bend. You guys are doing so good. Interlace the hands if that feels good. Inhale, lift the arms. Twist on this side, last thing before we stand up. Right elbow to left thigh. And twist. Breathe here for 4 more breaths. Just let your chin go away from the left shoulder. And return. Plant your right foot on the floor so you're stepping forward. Find your forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. And then exhale, hands together at heart space. Before we move on, just let yourself stand here. Close your eyes. Bring your hands firmly into one another and then just breathe. Observe your thoughts. Just feel out where you are today. And then again, in the span of even a minute, we can have so many different thoughts come. And as we finish the rest of the class, just observe, are any of those thoughts critical towards yourself? Whether that's how you did that pose, how you did that lift, the kind of strength that you have today, whatever it is, just really, really kind of embracing yourself in that self-compassion. That's why we're here, we're practicing, we're applying. Get 1 more breath. And then exhale, forward fold, open the eyes. We'll put everything into practice now. Plant the hands, take a deep breath in. And then from here, start to shift forward into the straight arms pose. Yeah, good, like we're gonna press. If you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. Yeah, very good. Okay, from here, don't be afraid to shift forward and then lift your right toes to the right. To the right. Yeah, Leslie. But yeah. And then bring it down. All right, take a look up here if you need. We'll do the left side. Just look first. Inhale, look forward, shift forward, and then lift the toes to the left. Okay, that's very challenging, but let's do it. And the entire time, your heels are lifted. Yeah, Brad, I got you. Yup. Nice, Melissa. Keep working those arms, Brad. Josh, you're so close. But let's think. Try to go right if you can. Yeah, Parker, that was it. You got this. We've been working towards this. If you need a break, yes, lay on the back, child's pose, anything. Frog pose also helps release the hips. And then lower down, take a quick break, lower down to the heels, round into a little ball. Give yourself a hug. And then take the right chin to the right shoulder. The chin to the right shoulder. I keep doing that. Chin to the left shoulder. 1 more each side. Just let your heart rate slow down. And then to the left. And then from here, either child's pose, frog pose, or same thing. Okay, so we're just getting more strength over time. Bend your knees if you need. Shift forward. Let me show you the bent knee variation. This is the bent knee variation. I would say it's a little harder, but if you have hamstring limitations, let's go with bent. So let's really give it your best here. Child's pose, frog pose, also there for you. Josh, do you feel that lift? Yeah, I could see it. Nice, Melissa, keep working. You're doing so good. And then Parker, when you lift, try not to let the opposite leg bend. Nice, Leslie, you're doing it. You guys are rock stars. This is amazing. Mindful of the thoughts. And have a seat into that little ball again. Let's give it a break in child's pose for a moment. And then let the hips really sink back towards the heels, forehead down. Arms by your sides if that feels good. And then inhale, rise up to your knees. And then let me just show you guys one thing really quick. So I'm taking a cork block, and what I just showed you is this is what we're gonna work on over time. Right, so from here, rise up, right leg to the side, and then eventually the left toes lifted. Do you guys see? Let me try that again. So here, and then so my leg just lifted like this much from the block, but we'll all get there over time. So if you want to try that real quick, you can right now. And then the rest of us, we are going to do a straddle stretch. So block. It helps if you have a cork one, just because it's not going to sink with your weight. If you're stretching with me, bring it forward. So Josh, leg to the side, please. Like you're gonna do a rainbow up. Yeah. Melissa, lift the chest. Shoulders back. I know I always do that. Imagine my hands are on your ribs, pulling you up, and then at the base of your hips, pushing you forward. There we go. Yeah. Josh, try the other side. Unless you're tired. Breathe. So that pose that we just did gets easier if your hamstrings and your straddle is more flexible, so just try it. Oh, perfect, Josh. Your left foot can be closer, that'll make it easier. And then inhale in the stretch, lift the arms up. We are going to twist to the right. Make sure both sitting bones are on the floor. Left hand to right toes and right hand to left front pocket. Inhale, rise. And then other side. Again, right seat does not lift. Depending on your proportions, right hand to left toes. And then left hand to right hip. Inhale, rise up. Both fingertips, both toes, peace fingers around the big toes and fold. This is our little pancake stretch. Over time, your forehead will reach the floor, but don't rush it. Shorten the V shape if you need. So again, observing the self-talk. Just breathe. Very nice. All right, bend the knees in, hug the knees together. We're gonna do one last thing, so you can sit down and find your butterfly stretch if that feels right to you. The other option is going to prone frog pose, which is your knees and shins on the floor, working just the mid stretch. Elbows on blocks will help, like what I'm showing here. And you want 90-degree angle with your knees and your hips. Not the hips, just the knees. Knees and shins, 90 degrees. Insides of the feet, press on the mat. Try to breathe. All right, on the inhale, slowly tuck your toes behind you together to get out of it. Toes together, walk your hands in, and then yogi's choice, either pigeon pose right leg or lay down on your back for figure 4 on your back. So that's up to you, figure 4, pigeon. And then really thank yourself for showing up. This is like a bodily maintenance. That's how I like to think of the practice. Forearms to the ground. And then fold the forehead, maybe on a block. And then just breathe. So the way that this program is designed, it's a year of wellness. So it's quite amazing. It's only February, and you guys have progressed so much since March of last year. And I'm just so excited to see where we'll go this year. And so keep believing, keep trusting in yourself. 2 more breaths here. And take your hands on the mat. Inhale, rise up, lift the chest. Tuck the left toes. If you're laying down, just stay down. Lift the right leg, circle it out in your down dog. If you need any side planks, any chaturangas, anything else, flip dog, whatever you need, go ahead. And then take your time, we'll go to the left side. If you're on your back, left side, figure 4, really enjoy. Tuck the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. And even in any of the things we worked on today, there could be 2, if not more, kind of challenges. So whether that's flexibility challenge, strength challenge, or a little bit of both. So that's kind of what we're going to keep working on. Breathe, relax the face, relax the jaw. Turn the hips forward, right thigh on the mat. And then arise here. If you're laying down, stay there. Tuck the right toes, leg high. Anything you need here, side plank, chaturanga, flip dog. And we'll all meet laying down. If you're in down dog, jump through and then lay down. Good, great work. All right, once you're laying down, hug the knees into your chest and then start to circle the knees again. So we're back here. Go the other direction if you haven't yet. Straighten the legs high to the sky. Lower the left heel down. Keep the right leg lifted. And then here, just roll the ankle, right one. Maybe pull the right leg closer to your body. No strap, just your hands. And then your choice, whether right knee bent or right leg straight, take the leg to the right side. The bent one feels really nice. That one's more hip if you want more of the stretch straight in the leg. On an inhale, bring your straight right leg up to the ceiling. Pull onto the left shin, calf, and then take your supine twist, right arm extends out to a T. Guide everything to center. And switch right heel down, left leg straight up to the ceiling. Roll the ankle here. And start to draw the leg closer if that feels good. And then from here, taking that side extension, whether your knee is bent or your leg is straight, and you can use your right hand to anchor down your right hip. Have your nose pointing to the ceiling here. And then inhale your straight left leg up to the sky. Switch your right hand to the left calf and do your supine twist here. Gaze left. And then everyone return to center. We'll do one final pose here, bridge or wheel. Bridge or wheel pose, go ahead. Point your knees forward and your toes forward in bridge or wheel. Take your time. Just breathe. And then we'll all slowly slow down, come down. One last happy baby. Maybe you can interlace your hands underneath your knees here and just let your knees bend. So like you're pinning your forearms. If there's any final poses you need, go ahead. Otherwise, take your Shavasana, legs straight, or if you like what we started with, feet together, knees out. One hand to heart, one hand to belly. Inhale in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last breath all together. And then rest in your Shavasana, just relax. Nowhere to be, nothing to do for the next minute here. Just finding that self-compassion from deep within. Embracing the quietness, the peace. Just one more soothing breath here. Cleansing exhale out. Softly draw the knees into your chest. You can close or open your eyes, your choice. And then from here, hands out to a T. Just one last thing before we get up. Take your lower side core work, shins to the left. More relaxed because the knees are bent. And then over to the right. And then legs up to the sky. Transition through boat and then have a seat. And once you arrive, roll the shoulders. Chin to the right, chin to the left. And then chin to center, get all the wiggles out. Inhale, sit up tall, reach the arms up. And we bow forward, sealing in our practice. From my heart to yours. Namaste.